Have you ever wondered how John D. Rockefeller, the man who once controlled 90% of all oil in the United States, rose to such power? Born in the humble town of Richford, New York, Rockefeller's journey was one of ambition and audacity. His family was of modest means, a far cry from the opulence he would later attain. As a young man, he delved into the business world, armed with nothing but a ledger and a keen eye for opportunity. His first venture? A modest bookkeeping position where he honed his financial acumen. Yet it was his decision at the tender age of 24 to invest in a fledgling Cleveland oil refinery that truly set his destiny in motion. This was no mere gamble, but a calculated risk that would lay the foundation for an empire. Little did young Rockefeller know, his investment would soon propel him to unprecedented heights of wealth and power. But how did Rockefeller turn a single oil refinery into the dominant force in the American oil industry, you might ask? Well, the story begins in the year 1870, when a company named Standard Oil was born. This was no ordinary company. It was a beacon of strategic partnerships, aggressive competition, and vertical integration, all masterminded by John D. Rockefeller himself. Rockefeller was a man with an uncanny knack for business. He understood the power of partnerships and alliances. By teaming up with key players like Henry Flagler, Samuel Andrews, and Stephen V. Harkness, Rockefeller was able to consolidate resources and expertise, giving Standard Oil a significant advantage over its competitors. But his strategy didn't stop there. Rockefeller, known for his aggressive approach to competition, he believed in the survival of the fittest, and in the business world, he intended to be the fittest. He would undercut his competition, offering lower prices that they simply couldn't match. This strategy, while ruthless, was incredibly effective. One by one, his competitors either went out of business or were bought out by Standard Oil. Perhaps the most ingenious part of Rockefeller's strategy, however, was his implementation of vertical integration. He didn't just want to refine oil, he wanted to control every aspect of its production. From drilling to delivery, he sought to own it all, thereby reducing costs and increasing efficiency. This wasn't just about business for Rockefeller, it was about control. He was a man who would stop at nothing to achieve his goals. This included employing tactics like price manipulation, effectively squeezing out any remaining competition. His ruthless pursuit of dominance made him a controversial figure, but it also made him incredibly successful. In less than a decade, Rockefeller's empire had grown to control a staggering 90% of all oil refined in the U.S. This was the rise of Standard Oil, a testament to the power of ambition, strategic thinking, and an unyielding drive for success. This was the rise of John D. Rockefeller, a man who would forever change the landscape of the American oil industry. To follow the trails of many more such influential figures and for more content like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. But such monopolistic practices could not go unchecked forever. So, what happened to Standard Oil? In the early 20th century, public sentiment was mounting against the monopolistic practices of corporate giants. The case against Standard Oil was a landmark one. In 1911, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that Standard Oil was in violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act, a federal law prohibiting business activities that reduced marketplace competition. The court ordered the dissolution of Standard Oil, breaking it up into 34 separate companies. But let's not mistake this for a loss. In a twist of fate, this breakup, seemingly a setback, turned into a financial windfall for Rockefeller. He retained shares in each of the newly formed companies, which included future industry titans like Exxon, Mobil, and Chevron. These new entities, free from the shadow of Standard Oil, began to thrive independently. They diversified, innovated, and grew, increasing their individual market values. And as these companies flourished, so did the value of Rockefeller's shares. The man who had once held a monopoly over America's oil refining industry now found himself with a diversified portfolio of some of the most valuable companies in the nation. This didn't just maintain his wealth, it expanded it. The value of his shares soared, and by the time of his death in 1937, his fortune had grown to an estimated $340 billion in today's dollars, making him one of the richest individuals in history. It's a testament to Rockefeller's business acumen that he managed to turn a seeming setback into a triumph. He was a man who understood the essence of capitalism and knew how to navigate its turbulent waters. He knew when to consolidate and when to let go, when to hold on and when to diversify. Even in the face of adversity, Rockefeller's wealth continued to grow, cementing his place as one of the richest men in history. Rockefeller was not just a businessman but also a philanthropist, so what is his legacy today? A legacy that's as complex as the man himself. John D. Rockefeller's impact on the world extended far beyond the realm of oil. He was a man of immense wealth, but he was also a man of great generosity. His philanthropic efforts have left indelible marks on education and health. He founded the University of Chicago, a world-renowned institution that has produced numerous Nobel laureates. He also established the Rockefeller Foundation, an organization that has funded countless initiatives to improve global health, advance education, and nurture creativity since its inception. Yet, his legacy is more than just his philanthropy. It's also deeply intertwined with his business practices. His ruthlessness and strategic acumen allowed him to build an oil empire, but they also earned him a fair share of criticism. He was accused of monopolistic practices, and his aggressive tactics raised questions about business ethics. Critics often painted him as a symbol of corporate greed, a titan who would stop at nothing to amass wealth and power. These controversies, however, have led to significant developments in business regulations. His business tactics sparked a public outcry that ultimately led to the enactment of antitrust laws. These laws, designed to prevent business monopolies and promote fair competition, have since become a cornerstone of modern business practices. Rockefeller's influence on business ethics is equally significant. His story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of ethical conduct in business. It's a reminder that while ambition and strategic thinking are vital, they must be tempered with a sense of fairness and social responsibility. Despite criticisms, there's no denying that John D. Rockefeller forever changed the face of American business. His life story serves as a testament to the power of ambition, innovation, and strategic thinking. And so, the legacy of John D. Rockefeller lives on, a testament to a life of complexity, controversy, and undeniable impact.